Welcome to What a Doll Podcast, a podcast where life is plastic and fantastic. Each episode, we bring you doll news, opinions, retrospectives, and guests. So join us as we discuss and share our love for dolls with fans everywhere. Hey doll fans, welcome back to another episode of What a Doll, the podcast that is Lacy, Spacy, and out of this world. I am your host, Chris.
And I'm Tare.
And Tare, welcome to 2023.
Oh, right. 2023. A lot of people feel like they're still in 2020, though.
I know, I've been writing 2022 at work still on many things.
Well, 2022 and 2020, because, I don't really know if we're out of COVID.
I know. What year is this? Right. I just realized, I've been at my job for 2 years, and I'm like, when did that happen?
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. Any doll-related resolutions for you this year?
I think to save more, spend less on trying to gut stuff out.
Oh, very, very similar to what I am doing now. I've been in the process of not selling off my whole collection, but definitely downsizing my collection. I think there's a possibility of moving either later this year or next year.
Okay.
And it's the thought of moving all of those gives me an ill feeling.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm definitely doing the Marie Kondo Spark Joy test.
Oh, that's
on my dolls. And, does this one spark joy? They can stay. Does this one not spark joy? Thank it and list it on eBay to go to somewhere that's gonna, be loved and enjoyed more than, being in a box in my house.
Yeah. I get what you mean. Let me know how that goes, because I haven't done that.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think for me, it's just getting ideas for these projects and then finding something out in the wild or even at the store or whatever, be an action figure on clearance and being I can turn that into somebody who's never been produced before, or taking a Marvel Legends and turning it into a character from Dynamite Comics or vice versa or whatever. Just starting projects I have no business doing. And just coming up with these crazy ideas, thinking I'm going to have the time when I don't, or I'm not going to anytime soon.
I feel like customizing is it's a time and labor intensive piece of a collecting hobby.
Yeah. Well, I picked up a doll head. I had started rerouting probably back in January, February, or March of 2022. And I rerouted a little bit more of it back in early December.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you just see this half-rooted head looking up sadly at you.
Yeah. Yep. And then I put it back down again after a day or two. I'll get around to finishing it one day.
Someday.
Yeah. Someday, but not today. Or tomorrow. Yeah. But I don't know about you. I don't know if I'd call it a doll slump, but nothing has really been doing it for me too much lately, or speaking to me at least.
Yeah, I'm definitely there with you. Out of all of those integrity things that were sent out last month for W Club members, I think I got one thing I put in to get that space science fiction 60s looking Poppy Parker with the pink skin, and I did end up getting the lottery to be able to right to buy or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I think she was my favorite out of all of them.
She was absolutely. But there was also that black and white one that was really fun.
Yeah, yep. I pre-ordered her and I forgot about her.
Is she shipped yet?
No, not yet, but the deadline to pay, I think, is the 21st. And I think we had to put $50 down
To reserve.
Yeah. So I have to pay for her soon. But like I totally forgot about her.
I know. That happens to me more and more, I think, with the things that I pre-order.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, like, a bill will come from Integrity for $200, and I'm just like, oh, what is this? I'm like, oh.
Oh, right. Yeah, like I got the email for the Poppy, and they're like, you committed to da 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 da. You have until. It's like, I did? And
I know.
I went back into the order history at Integrity, and sure enough, I did.
I know. It's like, I've definitely been there where it's like, did I make that choice?
Right.
And I sure did. But it's like, sometimes I think it almost goes back to what you said about things on clearance. Like, there's an immediacy to picking those up in the store, and you can see them and you can touch them and enjoy them. Whereas sometimes the things that you pre-order, you like love the idea of it.
Yeah.
But not necessarily, like, when it comes, like, that has sort of shifted or passed. Because sometimes it can take like 6+ months for these dolls to ship from when you pre-order them.
Right.
You know, nobody's, and I get it, like, the companies want to be able to make these and like actually have them pre-sold before, you know, putting out a doll that ends up with like 5 pre-orders.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
But what do you think? You think you're going to join Debut Club this year again?
I don't know. I only joined it for Gem.
Yeah, see, that was the thing for me too, and I've spent like a couple of years now, like, on and off about thinking about stopping.
Right. Yep. When Gem ended the first time, I didn't renew, and then when Gem came back, I joined again. And then I don't know. I mean, we didn't get the perk last time of getting, I think it was $20 or $50 off of a doll for joining.
That's right.
Yeah, they used to do some coupon club member type thing, and they didn't do it last time. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna join because Gem was like the main doll line I collected.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'm definitely glad I was still there when they decided to come back and do more Gem. But I do really think it's over at this point, don't you?
I hope.
I know, my wallet also hopes.
Right. I don't really know what else they could do. I mean, there's a few, like, particular episodes they could do fashions from, or reproduce everything Hasbro did fashion-wise, but they don't really just do individual fashions. They do dolls with them, for the most part.
Right. I mean, I think Gem fans would love it if they went back and just did fashions.
Oh, yeah. I can't see them doing it. And to me, it seems like with Gem, whatever comes out, it's like very small. And I don't think the audience is there for it.
Yeah, it's like they're definitely, I feel like at the end of this latest wave of Gem dolls, it's like, you know, if you're making episode-specific stingers, you're kind of scratching the bottom of the barrel a little bit.
Yep.
I mean, not that they're not great dolls and great designs, but I don't think, like, to the general collector, like, they're going to want, you know, Magic Act, Rapture, and Riot necessarily.
Right. I actually recently opened mine. I forgot I had them. I mean, like, I knew if they popped up, I knew I had them because I had every one, but, like, I forgot they were actually out in the garage. And I had never removed them from the package.
Oh, no.
They were fine, but, yeah, it was just a set I never wanted to begin with.
I have a closet in my office that is, like, literally 50% just the Gem boxes of Integrity. And I'm like, there's so many when you see them all together.
Yeah. I've been thinking about going through and, like, kind of gutting out a few extras.
Yeah.
I have a few extra gems that I don't know. I've been kind of going back and forth. Like I heard Hollywood Gem recently. I don't have an extra of her, but I heard she recently went for $1,000.
No way.
Yeah. Yep. I'll have to
Now,
fact
she was
check.
that original Comic Con exclusive, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, she was the one that kicked off the line, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she did. Yeah, the Gem Boys were talking about it, and they said one recently went for $1,000. It's like, oh, okay. Like,
That is wild to
yeah,
me.
right. Way more. I mean, way more than Hasbro, if you don't count Rock and Romance Hasbro. But yeah,
Yeah, well, I will definitely not ever be paying that amount of money for one
no.
of these. It's like
But
some of those Belle dolls from the 16-inch Disney Store collectors will go for like $600, and I'm like, I just can't. I can't bring
mm-mm,
myself
nope.
to do it.
Oh, do you have them, or do you mean buying them?
Oh no, buying
Oh,
them.
okay.
Like,
Yeah.
and it's so sad because I've always like wanted one of them, but it's not meant to be, I guess.
No.
I did finally get that Snow White though from
Oh, I forgot about her.
yeah, I got the non D23 version.
What do you think?
She's cute. Like, I mean, there's something about a Snow White doll that is always really adorable. And they're just I don't know what it is about the face on these 16-inch ones, but they're lovely. I really enjoy the Snow White dolls. They were actually the last round of Snow White dolls, which had like the prince and the queen and Snow White in her rag dress from like, I don't know, maybe 5 years
Yeah,
ago,
I liked that one.
were actually like the first Disney Store collector dolls of that size that I bought.
Oh.
And then, a mountain of them later, here we are.
uh, some of them though, like some of them are just so pretty.
Yeah, like they came out last year, I think it was with like Akita from Atlantis. Like,
Oh, you're right.
I'm like, there is a doll I never thought in 100
Nope.
years you would get.
No, not at all.
And like they came out with a Megara from Hercules, and it was just some really fun stuff. I mean, like everything in the doll world, the quality slips as time goes on.
Yeah.
But like if you look at some of the older ones, they have like pounds of embroidery, like all this amazing stuff. And some of the newest ones are like, this is like maybe half a step up from a regular doll. Just large.
Right. Oh, so funny. Speaking of quality, Hasbro, like their contract or whatever has ended with the Disney Princess line,
Yes.
and Mattel has them back. How do we feel? What do we think?
I've been looking at some of these on Instagram, and I think the faces are cute.
Mm-hmm.
But I just cannot get behind these like molded bodices. They're just cheap.
Yeah. They remind me, I don't know if you ever noticed, but way back when, like maybe 2010, 11, 12-ish, maybe even 13 or 14.
Okay.
Mattel was doing ballerina Disney princesses, and I think they were made for the bathtub too. Like they could float.
Okay.
And I only remember these because I was on a Tatiana kick, or Princess Tiana kick.
I was like, who's Tatiana? Yeah.
I have a friend named Tatiana, but Princess Tiana. I was on a kick for her and like just buying the dolls that were coming out, and I think that's where I drew the line.
where it was just no.
Yeah, like a molded on outfit, a bath toy or a bath doll, and it was before. I think. Oh, you know what? I think Princess Tiana was like one of the first Disney Store collector dolls, or maybe the third.
So.
Okay, I know she was
pretty early
for sure. if it wasn't her in that lily pad wedding dress, it would have been the Alice in Wonderland, her and the Queen of Hearts that were the very first. So Tiana may have been the first or the third.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she got me on the a little bit of a collecting kick, just with her being like the first.
Yeah, I mean, she's gorgeous dolls.
Yeah.
Tiana dolls always come out gorgeous. It's like, no matter what they do, she shines through, and it's awesome.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like, I'm looking at some of these on Instagram, and it's like, there's like a Raya doll that is like, is that really a doll? Or is that an action figure?
Right.
Because everything is molded except her pants, which are cloth. And there's like Ariel with color changing features, and it's like pretty much everything on that is plastic.
Right.
And yeah, it's like they look like Mattel faces just on Hasbro bodies.
Yeah, yep, they do.
They've even got like the designs on the one layer skirts so that it's trying to distract you from the fact that it's just one thin piece of cloth.
Yeah. It's too funny. I think the heads look good.
But yeah, I would
face paint.
You know, if you want to like rebody those heads, like go for it.
Somebody did on YouTube. I can't remember who, but they took, at least Ariel looked really good. Took her head off, put her on a made to move body, and then put her in the pink dress, or a pink dress. And she looked good. She looked how she should have.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
There's a Pocahontas that the face sculpt is really good. And I'm like, man, I would like to maybe get one of those heads and try and rebody it.
Oh, you should.
There's like two boys. It looks like, I think there's like a Prince Eric and a Flynn rider. And again, you know, these are basically like large action figures.
Yeah.
And then they made I think they're doing a ballerina series as well.
Oh.
They're just the cheapest looking things.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give them this. The face sculpts are way better than anything that Hasbro ever did with these characters.
For sure.
They look like they're supposed to look.
Right. Yep, I agree. Maybe towards the end of Hasbro, they might have started.
They were starting to get better, right?
Yeah. But now I'm wondering, like, Hasbro, they don't do any dolls, I don't think. Now.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that they're currently making.
Right.
I mean, they're still making pony toys.
Oh.
Which are doll adjacent.
Yeah, yup.
But I'll tell you what's interesting, and where it's like all the money from those Disney princess dolls. Instead, I'm like, have you seen those new Disney store dolls? The like ILY dolls?
I did. I've seen a picture. I think just one picture of them.
Yeah, they're like a Disney store line that are basically like girls who are kind of like Disney bounding.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay. Are they kind of like toddler dolls that are like...
No, they're actually like teenage looking dolls. Like as if they were like going to Disneyland or Disney World.
Oh, okay. They're like
they've got like
new, right?
ears and full cloth outfits and...
Yeah. Okay. They're like brand new, aren't they?
Yeah, they're brand new.
Okay. Yeah, yep, I've just seen a picture of them.
But they've got like whole outfit and accessory packs and just all these things, and it's like, wow. They have like full cloth outfits. And it's just like, that's so nice to see.
Yeah.
So nice to see.
Oh, right, we haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah.
I wonder
They've got jewelry in their ears and accessories, and You can get accessory packs, and it's wild. Like, I'm like,
Right.
this is like, am I in 1995 Mattel?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, what a year to be alive.
I know.
Oh, but so true. I am excited to see the new live action The Little Mermaid line that they come out with.
Yeah, that'll be really fun to see what they make with that. We haven't seen any product really hardly related to that, which is kind of surprising.
Right, and it's due out in May.
Oh my God, so I think
Yep.
like product should be hitting within the next couple months.
Right, I hope sooner.
I
But
I know there's a lot of built up anticipation for that movie in
yeah.
the Murr focused communities.
Yeah,
and
yep.
people.
Oh, I can't wait. I think like that's one thing I'm excited to see come out. I hope I'm not disappointed. I don't think they will. I mean, it was such a big thing back when, and I think The Little Mermaid is still pretty big.
I think The Little Mermaid has never not been popular.
Yeah.
I think the trailer looked like a little on the underwater was very dark kind of side to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh, can we not have like a little more light? Like I realize it's underwater, but
yeah,
maybe it's just me being old. I'm like, I want to see the details.
right. Maybe it was filmed on, or maybe that particular scene was filmed on like a cloudy day.
Right. It's like, okay. I'm like, okay, step back. It's just a trailer.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe they'll
yeah,
put a
no,
light filter on it.
definitely interested to see what comes of those.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sure they'll do like a large collector doll for her from Disney Store.
I hope they have to.
Like they've done it for well, I mean, even if it's not like the large ones, they've done collector dolls for each of those like live action movies in some form, right?
Right. Oh yeah, they did it with Maleficent, but they did with Aladdin.
Yeah, I remember I got the Aladdin and Jasmine like wedding set from that movie, and I think I have a Mary Poppins one actually from Mary Poppins Returns. Like she's fantastic.
She was the first one I got of the Disney Store collector dolls.
Yeah, so like some interesting stuff coming from the Disney corner in various companies. It sounds like
right.
I'm really hoping that Mattel comes out with something a little nicer.
Me too.
It was just kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I realized was that, speaking of things that are coming up, we have not watched the new Barbie teaser trailer yet. Neither of us have.
No. And
so
I think
special time here. We're going to watch it live together.
Yeah. I have no idea what to expect going into this.
I mean, mostly all that I have seen of this has been those stills that came out a few months ago.
Yep. So we know she'll be rollerblading.
Yes, I mean, I'm so curious what they're going to do with dolls from this movie.
Oh, right. Oddly enough, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, like, what will she look like? The actress or like Barbie?
I mean, I guess is the point that the actress is supposed to look like Barbie, so they could just use Barbie. I'm sure they're going to do like a Margot Robbie face sculpt.
Ooh.
I guess time will tell.
Right.
Okay, are you ready? You have it up?
Yep, I have it up, and I'm ready whenever you're ready.
All right. Let's hit play on 1, 2, 3.
Since the beginning of time, since the first little girl ever existed, there have been dolls. But the dolls were always and forever baby dolls. Until...
Oh my god! Okay, so for those of you who have not seen this and just heard me say, oh my god, this trailer looks like 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah. Oh, perfect comparison.
And it's like the ape people like smashing their baby dolls, like the little girls.
Oh,
that is hilarious.
I liked the scene, or just like the still shot of the shoe in the desert, like just one random shoe. And then,
that's so fun. They put Margot Robbie in that classic black and white swimsuit with the cat eye glasses,
and the wink, and like her legs look plastic when the little girls are looking up.
Oh yeah.
And like her manicured toes, and
that was great. Then of course at the end there's some shots of the rest of the movie, which looks just like a bananas over the top camp fest.
Right, pink. Yeah, like it just I guess how I would have imagined it, playing with toys way back when.
Right, exactly. I cannot wait for this movie.
Either can I.
Like, I really think it's going to be a love letter to Barbie.
Yeah.
So fascinating.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I see everything in there, or every possibility.
Yeah, it's like you're right. It's just like ripe with possibility. Like, where is it going to go? Like, what is the story? Like, I don't even know.
Right. I mean, there was like dancing and music and glitter and pink.
Yes. As far as the eye can see.
Yeah, and plastic.
Yes.
Oh, so funny. Do you know when it's due to come out?
It said July of this year, so I am hopeful.
Me too.
That we'll get a few more trailers in between now and then. So.
Oh, we have to.
Yeah, they'll usually do at least another one or two. Okay, anything more on the news you wanna?
Just Hasbro isn't doing packaging really anymore.
Yes,
they're plastic-free packaging, I guess, or environmentally friendly.
Yeah, I mean, Disney Store has done this with all of their princess dolls, and I know you were saying before we started recording that you got the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends set, and it's like, they can do really fun things with this environmentally friendly packaging, but what does this mean, you think, for the mint in box collectors?
Right.
Because nobody's going to want to collect it if you don't see the toy itself.
Right. Yeah, because, like, I think part of the fun, too, is, like, going to the store, looking through that window and, like, looking at the face, trying to see if you have, like, a wonky eye or smeared lips or...
Right. It's like, without a way to open that package in the store and see the doll inside, which, let's be real, is not going to happen because people would just steal things right out of the package and put it back on the shelf.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, it makes me a little, like, hesitant to buy something, or like, what are you going to do? Buy multiples and then take ones back?
You're right. Yeah, because, like, when I'm at the store, and with Reggie too, like, we'll grab it 3 or 4, or like however many are on the shelf, and like just start looking at the faces and.
Oh yeah. Anytime I've bought an action figure or a doll in the store, if there's multiples to choose from, like, you're gonna check and see if, like, oh yeah, that one, the eye is printed too low or whatever. Right. I get it from an environmental standpoint. I really do. Like, the Earth does not need one more
No.
ounce of plastic in the trash.
Right. Yep, we sure don't.
But it's just still, like, if I was a mint in box collector,
Mm-hmm.
I would be upset because
Yeah.
the whole way that you enjoy them is, like, in the packaging.
Right. And, like, now you're just kind of looking at a printed picture.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I could just go print a photo of the doll and be done.
Yep. Yeah, but I think as far as news, that's all I can think of. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, I think that about sums it up. So I wanted to then pivot just slightly into our thing we wanted to just talk about today. We're doing a little bit of a retrospective on some dolls of the 1980s, specifically space-themed dolls. And if you listened to the little tagline, Lacy, Spacy, and Out of This World, you will recognize that possibly as the tagline for Spectra and the Shimmerons from 1987. Now, these are dolls that they're the same size as Barbie. They use Barbie heads, and they're rooted in, like, candy-colored hair, pink, blue, yellow, and gold. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's just pink, gold, and blue, I believe.
I think, purple, too.
Oh, purple, yes. And they have a body that is totally metallic. So it's been, like, vacuum plated, basically. So they're like weird robot space dolls, but they're wearing these lace outfits. And I've always been fascinated with just the crazy mashup that these dolls are. So to rewind a little bit, I wanted to go back from 87 to 85 and talk just a little bit about the Astronaut Barbie from that year. Now, Astronaut Barbie has been a part of Barbie since the beginning, right? There's Miss Astronaut fashion from the 60s of Barbie going to space.
Right.
But this 1985 Astronaut Barbie, let me send you the commercial for her, because she is a treat.
I don't think I've never watched the commercial for her.
Oh, well, perfect.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had one.
You're getting another live commercial on this.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, I just sent it to you. We girls can do anything like Astronaut Barbie. You can go, this is the most amazing space outfit. I wish NASA spacesuits looked like this, with metallics and puffed sleeves and go-go boots.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
And I just love that no matter what, even if she's in space, you can change her to a mini skirt and she can have a party.
Right. Yep. Just take off that helmet and bam, you are ready to disco.
You are so ready for a dance party with a disco ball and everything. So this Barbie line had a line of fashions with it called the Astro fashions. And these were, I don't own the Barbie, but I do own the Astro fashions.
Ooh.
And
I own the Barbie.
Oh, together we have a set.
Right. We've got the collection.
There are 5 different Astro fashions available.
I remember looking into them back when. Aren't they kind of harder to find?
I think they're getting harder to find as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, like, I want more things like this. You know, they have Starlight Slumbers, which is a sleep set, Dazzling Dancer, which is like this crazy space queen sort of dancing outfit. There's Space Racer, which is like something of a almost Speed Racer looking outfit.
Yeah.
Welcome to Venus, which is this amazing cape situation with like metallic pink.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably my favorite, though, is the last one. It's Galaxy A Go-Go, which has this silver outfit with a mini skirt, high silver boots, and a silver and pink cape.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these are amazing. So, Astro Fashions, now Barbie can go anywhere in the universe in style.
Yep, she sure can.
I'm like, I want the series where Astronaut Barbie gets like sucked into a wormhole and has to wear all these outfits at different things that she goes to.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So like 1 year after this came Barbie and the Rockers in 1986. And Barbie and the Rockers, for those who don't know, has 2 animated specials. One is Out of This World, which is the first one, and the second is Rocking Back to Earth, where the whole premise of the plot is that Barbie and the Rockers go to space to do a concert and then end up getting sucked into some sort of time portal that sends them back to the 1960s. And they have to help, this little girl and her father, who's like a NASA scientist, to like get them home. But the time machine only works with the power of music, and there's no logic to the plot.
Right.
But the songs are fun, especially if you're a Gem fan. They're very Gem-esque.
Yeah. Yep.
But I thought, man, I would have loved to see some of these Astro Fashions when they go to space.
Right. It would have been the perfect tie-in.
And it would have been the perfect tie-in with Spectra and the Shimmerons.
Yes.
So let me read you the premise of Spectra and the Shimmerons.
Ooh, here we go.
Okay. Meet the Shimmerons. They're 5 gleaming, beaming teenage friends from the planet Shimmeron. What on earth are they doing here? Well, Spectra wanted to discover why the planet Earth is #1 for teenage fun and show you how fun is done on the planet Shimmeron. So she gathered her Lacy space friends together and brought them to Earth. Here on Earth, the Shimmerons are discovering, #1, skateboards, hot dogs, rock music, and shopping malls. Wherever the Shimmerons go, they're a glittering sensation. Their hair and skin shimmer and shine so bright, people stop to put on their sunglasses. And famous fashion designers everywhere are trying to copy their space lace fashions. Introduce the Shimmerons to the latest trends on Earth. They'll surprise you with their own Shimmeron space magic that's, quote, out of this world. So there are 5 of these dolls, which each come fully dressed and included a comb. So the first one is Spectra, of course, the leader. She is like a metallic pink body with hair with like metallic pieces in it that's also pink. Her tagline is Outer Space Star, leader of the Shimmerons.
Ooh.
The next is Astra Gold, so gold hair. Greatest party giver in the galaxy. Styla Blue is the dark-skinned character who is the outer space fashion leader. She has blue hair and a blue silver body. There's Ultraviolet, which has a violet and hair and body, and she's the cosmic beauty expert. And the last one is a boy doll called Tom Comet, who is, quote, galactic sports fan and fix-it man. So I think it's hilarious. I think these taglines are hilarious, and I just love them.
Oh, yeah.
The boxes are these, vaporwave dreams.
Yeah. And then just, the little planet symbol.
Yes.
Too.
I mean, they almost look like, if I could get a binder that looked like these, it would not look out of place
No.
in 1987, I'll tell you that. I mean, Tom Comet, I actually own him in Spectra
nice.
out of the boxes. I mean, I love it because he looks like he's going to a gay rave in space.
Yeah, yep.
With his net shirt.
Yeah.
Pants.
Oh.
And one of the things that's interesting about these dolls is that because of their metallic bodies, they have often like partially see-through outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, is that their skin underneath? Or are we just like seeing them with like unclothed underneath these lace outfits?
I never thought about that. I guess. Well, like even with the fashions that came out, they had clear plastic that you could snap on for like the bodice and tie on the back. So yeah, I guess so.
I guess we're just looking at them just totally
right.
Totally in the buff.
Right.
And speaking of buffed, the play sets and extras that come with that were made for these dolls are things like the Buffatron, which is a bed that they can lay in and be shined up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently it actually would the little rollers that had the fur on them would rotate like it was actually buffing the doll out.
It would. I had that bed at one point.
Did you?
Yeah, yep.
They're kind of difficult, I think, to find complete now.
Oh, I believe it.
Because the little like lace canopy that goes over it, and the three little like the mirror and the puff and the atomizer that are attached to the side are often
I forgot about that.
Off. Yeah.
Yep. Mine did break off.
Yeah, it's like unsurprising, right?
Yeah, just that plastic was so brittle.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like, okay, yeah, that wasn't thought out as something to last forever.
And I don't know if it was supposed to, but the buffer, it would go each direction, or at least mine did.
Oh, wait, so it could reverse its direction?
I don't know if it was supposed to, but it did.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so it worked, I guess, by putting the doll's hand into like a slot?
I think. I sold it off way back when, but you just kind of hit the button with the hand and it would just kind of start moving the fur.
That is hilarious. Someday if I ever find one for inexpensive at a toy show or something, I think I would probably take it home.
Yeah, you should. It was cool.
No, they're awesome. So the other playset was called the Selectron, which it's a space age color coded computerized closet. So basically, it has a chair where she can look at a little view screen that has different outfits on them, and you're basically supposed to hang the fashions on it, and then it's it selects the right one as you're looking at the screen, and it's basically just a clothes rack with a gimmick.
Right.
But it's fun.
I think that was only prototyped, and it never was produced.
Oh, really?
I think, because I remember way before Integrity had Gem, I was getting into Spectra. I think it was 2008 and 9-ish, maybe 10. The only way you could see that prototype, or that you could even see pictures of it, was in some collector book. So it must have been a Barbie collector book, and there was only one or two pictures.
I have a book on 30 years of Mattel fashion dolls. I wonder if it's in that.
Oh, maybe.
You know what? I have it right here. Let me take a look. Spectra's literally on the cover of this book.
Aww. Did you know that the Spectra dolls don't share face molds with any other Barbie?
Really? That is surprising, actually.
At least back when. I don't know if they've ever reused it, but yes, her face mold was never reused.
Okay, so according to the book, the Selectron is shown in the 1987 Mattel retailer catalog, but it never reached the market.
Okay.
So you're right. There was a mail order piece as well, the Shimmeron travel kit.
Oh.
Basically, it contained a map, apparently, of places between Shimmeron and Earth, a Shimmeron passport, a sheet of stickers, a necklace, a child-sized Spectra glasses, and a letter from Spectra.
Aww.
This travel kit is extremely rare in unused condition with mailing envelope. Yeah, I can imagine that that's like not exactly easy to come by if you're a Spectra collector.
No. And I think they had little not accessory packs, but like little
they had a couple of little accessories that you could get. One was called the Game Player and Party Planner.
Yeah, yep.
And the other one was the Small Body Buffer and Fashion Selector. So the Fashion Selector kind of looks like the wheel that's on top of the Selectron.
Okay.
But like inside of like a handheld little piece. And the Body Buffer is basically like the mohair fur from the Buffatron in like a hand, like held, like the picture is literally like one of the dolls like buffing one of the other dolls with it, and it's so cute. It's so ridiculous. I mean, these are such. I would love to see them reuse these faces. The faces are really cute.
They are.
They're very 1980s cute. There's also Spectra's dog, Spark.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Who basically looks like an R2-D2 with fur and like a little dog head on the top. I think he was a wind-up toy that would move and twirl around.
He might have been.
Yeah, they also sold a version of Spectra and Spark deluxe set together. That was $50 in 1987.
Oh, man.
And these dolls were $25 or $30 something at the time, and that to me is like so expensive. But on the other hand of it, like these are also dolls that have like fashions with a lot of like lace work in them, and they've got hair with tinsel, and they've got like a good amount of face paint, and they've got. You're paying for the metallic body, probably, is what you're paying for.
Right. It was
you're paying
new.
For the novelty of it.
That paint was so new and expensive for them to use. They had to spike up the price on the dolls.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
It would be so cool. I wonder how hard it would be, like, to track down the designer or somebody who worked on this. It's just such an interesting line.
Yeah, if anybody's listening who knows who designed these dolls, like, please let us know, because I think these are one of the most fascinating, like, little alleyways that dolls went down in the 80s.
Yeah, like, no cartoon.
No cartoon, no paper books or anything that I can find.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's just such a, like, interesting concept and so different.
Yeah. We know it was meant to compete with Gem.
Right, like, I mean, Spectra is very clearly, like...
Yeah.
This is Robot Girl Gem.
Right.
Like, she's got, like, a big lace tie in her hair, like...
Yeah,
she's got hair earrings. That's the exact same color as Gem, yeah.
The shoes crack. They're extremely brittle. When I was collecting them, like, if the shoes weren't on them, I didn't put them on them.
Interesting. Okay, that's good to know if I ever buy any more.
Right.
The other, it's interesting. They had another name. Apparently, in France, they were called the Chromatics.
Oh.
Which actually sounds like such a band name to me.
Yeah, I like it.
I think that's really fun, too.
Huh.
I mean, can't you just see, like, Spectra and the Chromatics? It's like Gem and the holograms.
Yeah. Oh, missed opportunity.
I know. But yeah, like, one does wonder, it's like, when you were making this Barbie and the Rockers space thing, like, why did you not try to have, like, a cameo or advertise your Spectra dolls there, since it was such a bizarrely space-themed video? I mean, I'm just curious. Like, it just seems like a missed opportunity to me.
Yeah. Barbie and the Rockers could have been stuck in space, and the Shimmerons could have came and, like, helped repair their spaceship.
Oh, yeah. Like, I just think,
Something.
like, that would have been such a fun crossover.
It
Okay, who wants to write and pitch this to Mattel?
Right. Like
Let's revive both of these lines along with Astronaut Barbie as one big
yeah.
Barbie and the Shimmerons line.
That would be so cool. I wonder if Tom Comet, if he shares the face mold with Ken or anybody.
It's hard for me to tell. Like, I'm really bad at identifying shared face molds. Like, some people can look at these things and instantly know.
Right.
And I am really bad at knowing.
I can with Hasbro Gem, but like Barbie Integrity Gem, like the lines are so soft, I guess, compared to like the harsh lines of Hasbro in the 80s.
Right. Okay, I was reading in the book that all of the dolls, all the female dolls in this line use the Young Sweethearts Melinda's body. I don't know what that means. That must have been an older line from Mattel.
Oh, maybe.
And Tom Comet uses the Young Sweethearts Michael's body. But there's nothing in the book about their face sculpts. Except, let's see, Astra Gold, it says she has a mold different from Spectra.
Huh.
Styla Blue uses Spectra's head mold. And Ultraviolet uses the same head mold as Astra Gold. It says Tom Comet has a new head marked copyright Mattel 1986. So I think these are definitely all new. You're right. They're definitely all new heads on some reused bodies that are made metallic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's watch the Spectra commercials.
Yeah, the only promotion they had.
Yes, literally basically the only thing you can see of them.
She's twirling down from space with galactic fun for you. She's out of this world, shimmering, glimmering. She shines so bright, people can't believe their eyes. Sparkling, twinkling, she dances on starlight, bringing shiny pink fun and outer space surprise. She's out of this world, a shimmer, shiny, lacy space girl. New Spectra, her furry space dog Spark, and their fun, colorful friends from planet Shimmeron, dolls sold separately. She's out of Spectra, coming soon from Mattel.
Bringing fun from outer space, she's landing in your town.
Spectra, the most space-age girl around.
New Spectra and Spark.
Shiny pink skin, lacy spacewear. Spectra, I'd love to fix your sparkling hair. Now we're ready for your welcome to Earth party.
Dolls sold separately.
Sparks spinning all around. Wow!
Spectra, the most space-age girl in town.
Spectra and Spark, sold together or sold separately.
Spectra.
New from Mattel.
Huh.
I love that one where the first commercial has like a real actress dancing in silhouette dressed as Spectra.
I've never seen that one before.
Yeah, that was a new one for me too. I've definitely seen the second one where it has like the round spaceship that comes down.
Yep.
And that's really fun. Like, yeah, they're one of my favorite one-off lines.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think one of the things that you have to talk about if you talk about Spectra, because there's really no other place to talk about them, are the Aurora dolls from Tonka. Now, what do you think when you think of Tonka as a toy maker?
I think of those big yellow dump trucks.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I never knew they had made dolls until I discovered Aurora, but even then I forget about Aurora.
I mean, and I think it would be very easy to forget about Aurora because they're a Spectra knockoff, number one.
For sure.
And they reused things from the Create a Flower Princess Starry-Eyed Brides dolls, apparently. And these dolls, there are 4 of them. There's no boy in this line. But there's Aurora the blonde, there's Krista, there's Mira, and there's Lustra.
Mm-hmm.
And again, they have like iridescent clothes with lacy elements. But I think the weirdest thing about these dolls is that their eyes are these sort of inset crystal chips.
Yep.
That pick up light and they're just, I mean, it definitely, if you're going for alien, like, these look a little more alien to me.
For sure.
Also, I love that these dolls, like, their hands are just like a flipper.
Yeah. Yep. So weird.
They're just the strangest things. Like,
oh, yeah.
One of them uniquely is not like a plated doll. It's the Krista doll actually has a see-through glitter-infused plastic for her body, which you can see. And I thought, like, that's kind of cool.
Which one is she again?
She's the one with the blue outfit and the pink hair.
Oh, okay. Oh, see, now I thought they all had the kind of like clear plastic, but you're right, she's the only one. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they would have been slightly less of a ripoff of Spectra if they'd all gone with the clear plastic, but
right.
You know, I mean, it's hard to deny how similar they are.
Yeah, and like their hands might as well be their feet too.
I know. Apparently, they're advertised as being able to stand on their own, which is kind of cool for the era. Yeah. But I love the Aurora packaging. It's again, it's like this total pink, purple, teal combination that's so 80s and so vaporwave looking.
Right.
And it just says Aurora, the future looks beautiful. And I'm like, I love that tagline. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, this should have been the packaging almost for Spectra, because they're dancing on the top.
Yes, like, I think I actually prefer these packages to the Spectra packages.
Yeah. And, like, with these, looking at their hair, it's like they didn't even try. They just threw them all up in a ponytail with a rubber band.
Yeah. They also had a few outfits for these as well, just sort of like very 80s-esque looking things, but one of them is like a jumpsuit, which I thought was hilarious, which is like so 80s.
I actually like them. They remind me of the Sears outfits that they made for Gem way back when.
Oh, I didn't know they made special outfits for Sears for Gem.
They did. What were they called? They were made to fit Gem, and I think you just kind of bought them as like a bulk lot. They were all Gem inspired.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they weren't officially branded Gem.
No.
But they were definitely like made for Gem.
Yes. Yep.
Because like Gem is not going to share a Barbie clothing.
No. I'm not immediately finding a website, but I did find an eBay auction.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at the same thing.
Does it have like a purple shirt and like blue pants with gold? Yeah. That's the kind of vibes I'm getting.
Oh, yeah, I can totally see that as very similar to these Aurora fashions. God, like, stuff with metallics in the clothing, though, is like, I just wonder the longevity of those pieces.
Yeah.
Like, in some ways, I'm grateful that, like, the Spectra dolls have, like, that lacy outfits, mostly. Because I think those will hold up better over time. And I mean, I just realized that Spectra celebrated 35 years last year.
Wow. Maybe Mattel can bring it back for like a 35th anniversary.
That would be amazing. You know, they still use the name Spectra.
Right. Yeah, you're right. With Monster High.
So, I mean, they definitely still owned the copyright to it, or the trademark. You know, I mean, there's definitely been space dolls that have come out after these. Like they had those Novi stars
Oh, you're right.
back in like the Monster High G1 era. And I just think like Mattel, that would have been the perfect time.
You're right. It would
I
have
wonder
been.
if they could even slide like Spectra into something like Monster High.
Oh, they could have. They should have made the Ghost Spectra, a robot from outer space.
A Shimmeron. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. You know, they actually have that character, what was her name? LED
Oh.
from
Oh, okay.
from the Boo York, movie. And she was like an android character, and she had big Spectra vibes to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got that too when I seen her.
Yeah.
Didn't she have some type of mechanism where like she floated with a magnet in her head? Or am I thinking?
Oh no, you were thinking of, oh my god, what was her name? She was in the girl who was like in the comet, right?
I think.
God, Astronova.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, she also has Spectra vibes. Yes, she had that stand where with the magnet and she could float and so forth.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Oh yeah, I had her for like a minute and then didn't keep her. But now that I'm thinking about Spectra, I kind of wish I had kept her.
I'm looking at her now too.
The daughter of the comet aliens. Oh yeah, she's got like total Shimmeron vibes.
Yeah. Updated, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Updated. Huh. Giant eyes too.
Oh yeah.
I forgot all about her.
You know, they only ever made that one doll.
Right. Crazy. Another missed opportunity. They could have done
I know.
Spectra, Tom Comet, and like Styla Blue. Oh, they could have done all of them as Monster High characters.
Oh yeah, like, you know, they went weird places with a lot of the Monster High entertainment. So it's like,
right.
You could have definitely done some chromed dolls in that line and totally gotten away with it. Yeah, Monster High is a great melting pot for those kind of ideas.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely did keep my LED though, because she's awesome. She has all those little robot lines sculpted into her head, and
looking her up too. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see it. Yeah. Yeah, but she could have been one of the Shimmerons too.
Exactly.
Damn.
So Mattel, you know, you're on your third generation of Monster High.
Right.
Don't you want to bring back the Shimmerons?
Yup.
For some Lacy space fun.
Right, out of this world.
And that's about all I think I have to say on Spectra and Aurora and the 80s space dolls. Anything more?
I'm just trying to think of Gem. Nope, nothing.
All right.
I was thinking Synergy could fall.
Oh, Synergy's totally that same vibe, yeah.
Yeah, with the 80s and her purple skin.
Oh,
the doll,
yeah.
at least.
No, she's like, and I don't know, there's just something about those kind of dolls from the 80s that I really love them. Like, Synergy is like one of my favorite Gem dolls, I think because of that.
Oh, for sure. Like, Spectra and the Shimmerons, they could have been Synergy's children.
Yes. Yeah, there's just something I love about a science fiction doll.
Right.
I think it's because it combines two things that I really like that aren't often combined.
No, you're right.
So I always get excited when there's like that new Poppy that just came out. You know, it's like another science fiction doll, which is always like a little gift to me, I feel like.
Right. They had you in mind when they were making it.
I sure hope so. They knew I was a definite customer for that.
Yep. We're going to make this one for Chris.
All right. I'll take them all. All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening and joining us on this out of this world detour to the planet Shimmeron. And Tare, where can people find you online?
If you want to find me, you can find me as merman_ter, TERTER_B. And you can also find me on Instagram, the Merman Podcast, _merman_podcast. And you can find me on Gem Boys.
Yeah, and for me, you can find more from me at polychrome_pen on Instagram, where I blather about writing and other things. And you can also find more from me at the Jewel Writers Archive, so at Jewel Writers Archive. And you can listen to either of us on our podcasts, the Jewel Writers Archive podcast, or the Gem Boys podcast, or the Merman podcast. So we're overbooked with podcasts, it looks like.
We are all over.
Yes, as usual. So thanks everyone for listening. I hope in this January of 2023 that you can live that tagline, "The future looks beautiful."
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, everyone, have a great day. Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all again real soon.
Until next time.